Godzilla vs. Kong was directed by Adam Wingard and stars Brian Tyree Henry, Alexander Skarsgård, Millie Bobby Brown, and Rebecca Hall. And basically, when Godzilla is kind of taking the world over, kind of attacking cities, and people do not know why, they go after Kong and try and go on this side quest so they can hopefully stop Godzilla and save civilization as we know it. And if you guys have seen my most anticipated movies, this was my number 5 spot, so I was really anticipating this movie. And in this video, you're going to find out, did it deliver? Did it disappoint? Well, let's find out by starting off with the good. And the best thing about this movie is, yeah, it did deliver what I wanted from it. It's a very, very entertaining action film. The action is gorgeous to look at. It's very well done. It's all done in wide. You can see what's happening. Even at nighttime, you can see what's happening by the lit city and stuff like that. So I think that's all fantastic in there. And just the action sequences are all great. The aircraft sequences, the Tokyo sequence, more sequences that are not in the trailer that I will not spoil for you guys because I think you should just go check them out. Or if you don't want to go buy this movie, wait till those sequences come on YouTube and then go watch them. That's probably what I'm going to do a bunch of times because they're extremely entertaining and it delivers what you want. So I can't complain about the action sequences at all. And even if this movie only had that, if it only delivered the action sequences and everything else was just not good, I would have still given this movie a positive review because they delivered. They took up a huge chunk of space. Like the last 40 minutes was just complete action, non-stop action, and I thought that was great. Another thing I thought that was awesome about this movie was Kong. He was actually given the character arc. One of my biggest issues with the Kong movie that we got, Kong Skull Island, was that Kong didn't really emote that much besides he was angry. He had like one small scene, but in this movie, in like the first 30 seconds, he emotes more than he did in the last movie. He is more of a character. And his kind of back and forth with this little girl, I thought that was awesome, and that really helped his character. And speaking of the little girl, she's probably the best character in this movie because she's not, boring and she can't really speak, so she's just considered the best character, and her back and forth with Kong are very, very good, and it delivers some actual character development for Kong, and he actually has an arc throughout this movie. And one thing that I've noticed when I've watched other people's reviews is that they're not commenting on Godzilla that much, so I'm gonna do it. Don't worry, I'm gonna comment on Godzilla, and he gets not an arc like Kong, but he does get a mystery, and that's what I thought was cool. Kong kind of gets an arc, Godzilla gets a mystery. Why is he hurting people? What does he want? Like, what's he doing here? It is predictable, if you've seen the trailers or talked about this movie with anybody really, you know what's happening, but if you haven't, then it is a mystery, and you might find the twist to be, cool, but it was a cool mystery, and Godzilla has this one shot of him where he hits Kong and he does something that I thought that was very cheesy and funny. And speaking of the whole movie, it's just incredibly entertaining. The pacing is really good. It's like an hour and 53 minutes, I'm pretty sure. So I thought that was great, and the pacing's awesome. So all in all, entertaining, does not bored, and I would definitely go rewatch this movie. Probably the most rewatchable out of all of the MonsterVerse films, and I absolutely loved it. Now, going into our mixed aspects of this movie, I'm going to be kind of commenting on the good human characters. Now, they're played by really good actors. I think the actors are very, very good in this movie, and they're giving good performances. And here's the thing. The people that are with Kong mostly get an action sequence, and they're actually involved in the plot a bit more, and they don't steer away from the action, like, at all. They're actually involved in the action. But they're kind of boring, and they're kind of military subplot kind of people, like Rebecca Hall, Alexander Skarsgård, and stuff like that. Like, they're kind of the military-esque people. But then you go over to Millie Bobby Brown and Brian Tyree Henry's character, and the kid that was in Deadpool 2, I totally forget his name, sorry about that. But their subplot, while it's not as important as the movie, and it kind of steers away and then it comes back to them, they're more entertaining than the other characters that we follow with them. So it's like boring characters that are involved, or really entertaining characters take away the pace, make the pacing a lot slower and everything. But now, moving into my negatives in the movie, it's gotta be the villains in this movie. There are 2 villains. I'm not gonna spoil what they are because one of them I think is trying to be a twist, even though I can see it coming a mile away because, it wasn't very good. But anyway, the villains are just terrible in this film, and they're incredibly stupid. They make stupid decisions, and they're really aggravating, to be honest, and they just kind of, like, one villain monologues Like, and it felt like I was watching a movie from the 1980s that was like this cheesy little action movie, and I'm like, what's going on here? Why is this guy just monologuing throughout this entire thing? And also, there's some plot holes in here, like crazy. Obviously, you can pick this movie apart. Like, I could totally see it. This movie goes from night to day in like that. It just like literally one shots night. They go into a room and then boom, it's daylight. I'm like, what happened between that period? Like, what happened there? So there is some stuff that did bother me and some stuff that I noticed that I could just shove away to the side. But there is some definitely plot holes in this film, and yeah. But for final thoughts, guys, I think that Godzilla vs. Kong delivers what you want out of this movie. It's very grand, it's huge, it's big, it's action-packed, it's very well paced, it has some gorgeous cinematography, some amazing CGI that this movie needs to be seen on the biggest screen possible. It's too bad theaters are not opened here, but if you have a theater that's open near you, go watch it on the biggest screen possible, because that is where it's needs to be seen. So, with all that said, I am going to give Godzilla vs. Kong a B+. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this review. Stay tuned for more reviews coming very soon. I'm sorry I took a bit of a break. I'm totally going to get back into it in April. I'm going to get more reviews out to you guys very soon. And also, hit that like and subscribe button. Comment down below, what did you think of Godzilla vs. Kong? Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? What did you think of the action sequences? All that fun stuff down below in the comment section. Hit that like and subscribe button, and have a great day. See you guys.